You don't know doorknobs.
Blob, mob, cob, gob. These are all things that rhyme with knob. And if you're listening to this YouTube video, you've probably used a doorknob before. In fact, you probably use them all the time. Look at you. You're probably a little knob hog. However, far too often, we take these objects for granted. I seriously doubt you could engineer and manufacture a doorknob from scratch if you were stranded on an island. I know I couldn't, and when I realized this, it scared the Jesus right out of me. So I had to investigate. So what exactly are they? Where did they come from? And why are they so stinking shiny? There was one thing from doorknobs past that caught me off guard. You might know some things, but you don't know doorknobs.
Leave me alone.
Leave me alone is what I would say to you if I were a leaf and you were a giraffe trying to eat me. It's no secret on this channel that I don't want to be eaten. Speaking of leaves, what's their freaking deal? Sometimes they're green, sometimes they're yellow, sometimes they're red, sometimes they're dead. I swear sometimes it seems like leaves can't make up their mind. Look at this shape, and this one too. Leaves come in so many shapes. That's objectively amazing. If you don't think so, then I'll stick a plunger handle into one of your holes. But not so fast. We need to cool off this leaf love for just a moment. Don't go trying to marry a leaf just yet, because many have been saying recently that leaves cause more trouble than they're worth. So let's take a quick peek at the pros and cons of leaves. Pro: you can pour liquid calories on them and they taste real good. Con: they fall down like cowards once a year and you have to rake them up, or else be frowned upon by your neighbors. Pro: shade. Con: their leaves are bad if they're attached to a weed and you have to pull them out of the ground. Pro: their existence sustains habitable life on Earth. Con: marijuana weed is objectively bad for society. So I'll say the jury is still out on leaves. But what the jury isn't still out on is wood.
Wouldn't you know it?
Wouldn't you know it? Today's video is about wood. Guys, I'm terrified because this is such a big topic. And I only have 15 minutes to somehow shovel all my knowledge into that pretty little skull of yours. Wood is a staple of life on Earth. It predates humanity. It even predates dinosaurs, probably. They're long, they're orange, they're crispy. You can cook them. These are just a few of many readily available carrot facts. But here's what's concerning. All of the carrot facts on the internet are either neutral or positive. There's no one willing to criticize carrots. Something stinks to high heaven here. So if you're anything like me, you've always been kind of wary of carrots' success and had an instinctive hunch that they were hiding something. First off, they grow in the ground, yet pose as a vegetable. Oh, I'm sorry. I guess I've been misspelling dirty fucking root my whole life. Second off, rabbits don't eat them. That's a myth that was started by Big Carrot, so that they would seem appetizing. I mean, have you ever seen a rabbit in your yard holding a carrot in its hand? Have you ever seen a rabbit digging into the ground to find a carrot? Thirdly, they don't do shit for eyesight. I have below average eyesight, and I don't even eat that many carrots.
What's the deal with windows?
Windows. What the are these goddamn things? Windows haven't always been around. So that begs the question, where did they come from? Once this question entered my brain, I couldn't get it out. It was literally eating me alive. So I had to investigate. Most of you are probably aware of windows. But what you may struggle to be aware of are the men and women who make windows possible. I think we should all take a moment of silence to thank our window warriors. Because without them, our homes would all have giant holes in the walls. Cold air could come in willy-nilly. Bugs and birds and bats and such could fly in and scare us. Crooks would have an incredible advantage. So why don't we properly appreciate windows? I'll tell you why. We're too lost in our modern devices. We're too demanding and ungrateful. We loudly berate the girl at the coffee shop because it took 2 full minutes to pour my drip coffee. A fucking simple order, you would think. Frankly, we're too stubborn to see proper perspective. So this isn't about windows. It never was. This is about life. This is about you and I. This is about dreaming big. And when I want to dream big, I turn to Dream Steam. Dream Steam is the only steam on the market guaranteed to cause dreams. Folks, are you bored with regular old bedside steam that's just water vapor? Then get Dream Steam. Dream Steam will be your new bedtime friend. Purchasing your steam is a breeze, and maintaining your steam couldn't be easier. Simply feed the steam every morning to keep it happy. Once it feels wholesome and nurtured by its owner, it will reward you with dreams. The initial nurturing process usually takes about 4 to 6 weeks. But be careful. If you begin to neglect your steam, it will hide from you and punish you with nightmares. If this happens, please simply return your dream steam for a full refund. We will recycle the bad steam into fresh steam. So go on over to steammydreams.com. That's steammydreams.com for 15% off your first month of Steam cartridges. So folks,
Sportsmanship. America.